Hello. I did a really bad fuck up there. I cut the music and then went straight into a fade. Bad stuff. Welcome everybody to On the Block. This is the what is it? What episode is this? This is the
Ninth?
fucking I don't know.
I don't know, seventh, eighth, ninth of the season.
Spencer,
But-
how's it going on? What's
Oh,
going
man.
on?
Hey, how's it going on? Hey, it's going on good. And first things first, I want to say that we've all thinking about Ramsey's dad.
Yep.
That was faced with a tough decision. And honestly, at first when I heard he was going to could pull out the competition, that something's wrong with him. Like having your dad having a heart attack and knowing about that, I could not imagine knowing it and deciding to stay in the house. I'd rather just not know about it. But once you know, you got to go.
Yeah.
Can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So definitely want to say he made the right call to be with his family. 6 bypasses. His dad's still in ICU. Obviously,
Pretty
it's
crazy.
just
Yeah.
had surgery. But thoughts with them and the whole
Guaranteed
family.
second chances.
I don't know about that.
Come on.
Sentimental.
I'm not trying to take it into a cynical place, but come on, that's guaranteed second chances. Let's be serious here.
No. I mean, it's legit. It's a legit point to argue, but
That's serious. That's serious second chances fodder. Like when you do something like that, that's come on. Let's be real here.
Sure.
We're not. I'm not trying to take any weight away from the situation whatsoever. But seriously, that's grounds for coming back again.
No, I'm with you. And Ramsey's a cool guy. Wish him best
Absolutely.
of luck. And,
Can't wait to meet him.
Looking forward to meeting him here in a couple weeks. Oh,
Yep.
Speaking of that, are you going to go to Toronto? Are you
I think it's gonna happen. Yeah.
driving again?
No, I don't think so. I think Jess might not be going. I'm not really sure yet.
So would you fly? Or-
Yeah, I'd probably be flying.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, depending on what the situation is, it's not really decided. She could go for the weekend, but she can't go from Tuesday to Tuesday, which I want to do.
Dude, we're going to be there Tuesday through Saturday. Tuesday,
Exactly.
the 10th through the 14th.
And so it's if I didn't get there till
Friday.
Friday, it'd be fucking kind of a suck, on that front.
Yeah. So if you can, I mean, if you can, great. If you can't, great too. But
Yeah.
you can go and do do what we're doing and go back. The Niagara thing is fun, and I'm gonna miss not being able to go. But I think we're gonna try to squeeze all of our visits in between those dates. It just works out better for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, where do you want to start with this? We can now talk about the potentials for next week. Now, where the live feeds aren't going to be back until for another hour plus, or probably when the West Coast airing. Is that correct?
It sounds like the feeds were back already, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I thought I read that on Twitter, but I don't know. But I guess, I mean, I don't know where you start. I mean, pretty much, I think the starting point is, Ramsey winning veto, because we didn't really cover that. Shield Show didn't really cover that.
Let's talk about that. Isn't that interesting how he won the veto, and instead of having any kind of veto ceremony, he could have said, I want to save Maddie, and it was just assumed he used it on himself. I mean, I don't know if there's some type of agreement that was made.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird thing. Well, it almost reminded me even of Survivor.
I guarantee you this. I would bet my life on. I wouldn't bet my life on this, but I'd bet something that they fooled those times. I guarantee you, they only made it. Ramsey only won because I'm no doubt he had a fire lit under him to be successful and to win that power veto. But in all honesty, I think it's highly unlikely.
I mean, that one seemed like it was kind of a game of errors. It just seemed like it was pretty much if you fuck up once, you're out. And pretty much if you don't do it perfect, you're probably out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would go that far, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know the exact timeline either on the feeds. Was it exactly like they played it on the show? Where it's but when you hear something like that, where it's a personal tragedy or something like that, that just gets a fire lit under you anyways. That's fucking grounds for winning. That's grounds for fucking let's go hard, baby.
You're also trying to notice what socks Jared has on while you're thinking about your dad has just had a massive heart attack
No,
outside
to
the
me,
house.
it's like
I mean,
that's like it would be something that I'd clear out and it'd be fucking like game time. Like, I don't know. To me, it's
well,
just like you fucking turn on and fucking everything shuts out. Wu Wei, fucking Shaquille O'Neal, fucking everything grinds to a halt. Your hippocampus takes over. I think that's what it is, and fucking everything. That's it just becomes second nature.
well,
I don't know.
I don't know. I hope that if you can dig deep and make that happen, then good for you.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I would be really concerned about my dad, and I think I'd be too distracted to notice what color tank top
Well, and this
Phil was
is
wearing.
like this is something that also again it's like it's gonna sound like I'm taking away from the whole experience. I don't know. Like my dad is a fucking piece of shit, like crazy person, like I am. Like he was pretty much like it doesn't matter if I die. Like he's like it doesn't matter. Fuck me. Like you will not leave there. Like there's no fucking way.
Feeds are back currently.
They are okay,
Yep.
but
Feeds
like
are.
that's what my dad. He was just like, it doesn't matter. Like you're not a doctor. You can't do shit. Fucking, there's no point to even be around. Fuck it. Like you're there to win. Don't fucking leave. That I'm
No,
like,
no, I think that's and going in. I talked to my family, and I said I did not want to know anything that
yep,
happened.
yep.
And you know,
That's exactly what I told my family too, and I think my family agreed. Where it's like, you can't do anything. Like you'll be fine. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's different, and yeah, nothing but respect. But going on, Tim kind of fucking plays this kind of big move where he kind of throws himself out there on the chopping block, which is it's a big move, but for people that kind of know what his game was from, the Australian version. This is not really that big of a move, I guess, for him. I mean, this is par for the course. Like, he wants to play this, like, crazy wild card character, and he did it on Australia, and that's kind of what helped him win.
man,
Seemingly, I can't say because I didn't watch it, but at the same time, it's like, it's a crazy play because the games are so different, but at the same time, I think you give credit where credit is due. I don't know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
like it's a good move because it's disarming. It's a disarming move. When you throw yourself under the bus, it's like being talking down about yourself in public, like I fucking kind of do. Where it's like it disarms people, and people are like, okay, like this person's not so threatening anymore. I think it's very
yeah.
disarming.
Hey, one thing I want to make a comment on right now that is not the people are making fun of it online, and I've saw people comment during the show about Joel's bandana. Okay, I
Yeah.
think Joel is playing. I'm so weak, and not necessarily weak. Weak is not necessarily the right word, but like so unassuming, such a non-threat that I think he might be like, people aren't buying this shtick. I need to like make myself look ironic
I
or
want to be
something. So,
hard.
like,
I want to
no,
be
no,
a
no,
hard
like
guy.
no, not like that at all. But like just the complete opposite. Like he's illustrating that he is not tough. He's a non-threat.
Okay.
This looks ridiculous. I'm nothing to worry about. Like his
I'm
mom
fucking
was trying
psyched
to
about
make
that
sure. Hey,
bandana though.
I want to say I think what I'm seeing is, and I don't want to spill bad information, but I do believe
Spoiler
that,
alert.
yeah, maybe Cass. I think Cass won it.
That'd be awesome. It'd
Yeah.
be huge and awesome.
So it was. Let me. We'll
Let's
get
fast
into
forward.
kind of the
Do you want to
game
just
plan
get
because
yeah?
honestly, okay. Everybody's gonna knows that watches knows that Maddie left. So that's not a spoiler. So fuck
No.
that. So Maddie's gone. But let's talk about a few things. We're gonna talk about Phil and Nick, and then I want to talk about kind of the plan going into next week for what appears to be every group of people. Okay.
Yeah.
Every group of people seems to have an idea that putting Tim and Nikki up as pawns, and then using the power veto, and putting the brothers or Jared up, depending on what group you're a part of. That's a plan. There's also a school of thought by Kelsey and Jared that if they might not use the power veto and keep Tim up there and get Tim out. Okay. Now on the other side, like Joel and Cassandra, they want to do that same plan, and their target is I believe Jared before the brothers. So, but it looks like, and if the veto doesn't get used, they'd send Nikki home. So Nikki's just disposable. In
It
that
sounded like
regard.
Nikki was kind of on the chopping block, which is a perfect place for Tim.
Well,
you know.
Nikki's an interesting thing. Okay, like if Jared goes, here's the thing: Jared goes, that opens up Kelsey to being closest to Cassandra. Depending on how Cassandra, assumably she would play it very well because she has this far and make Kelsey, her ally, after Jared leaves. So then you're gonna have a Kelsey and Cassandra. Will they go out? Would they go after Tim? I
Mhm.
mean, Cassandra showed that she can be angry with Tim and knows that Tim would cut her in the game.
I bet Cassandra is thinking about a final two with Tim. Like, there's no way she's not. She has to be, right? Because Canada's not going to vote for Tim. Bring Tim
what's
with. Tim's already tight with her. Like, she probably has to be thinking about that. I know she's a very strategical mind, so I think that she's probably thinking a little bit smarter than just plain on the flat surface
well,
that. But I
well,
mean, she has to be kind of thinking about that, right?
well. Let's talk about it. I would think that she knows that Tim's going to be tough to beat. I think that they do honestly want a Canadian to win it.
Yeah.
I think that
Dallas told us that Tim couldn't win against anyone else.
anybody,
Yeah, it's same with
yeah.
Nikki.
Well, next week's the double eviction. I think that will be a high probability that Tim could be somebody that goes in that double eviction. It
Yeah.
can be seen as a great opportunity to
Trim the fat.
to get him out. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna have Cassandra, who won't be able to play in the first HOH. She's somebody that would keep him safe. It's really, I think it's going to be. I think that it could be interesting. I think that next week's double eviction could see some huge players go home. I'm talking Pax Bros to Jared to Tim.
Yeah, it's pretty much up in the air.
Yeah, there could be. I don't really see anybody else being in that much trouble. Like I just said, Nikki, depending on the power veto gets played, Nikki could go home.
Yeah.
I think that'll still be kind of devastating to the fans. I think that she's.
Yeah, it's going to be devastation. There's a lot of likable characters this year. And there's a lot of outpouring on Twitter, and there's going to be a lot of outpouring when someone goes home in this double. And the weeks, like, do they line up for a double to happen?
Double is happening.
Okay, cool. Did they say that?
They
Okay.
said that.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that.
So
part.
she said it at the end because Arissa said that it's going to be a real one this time.
Okay, yeah, I cut the feed off early, so. God damn it, Canada, make it easier for us to watch. Shit.
Well, yeah, we need to. It looks like the brothers might be the
Target this week.
Jared,
yeah.
I mean, that's interesting. I was going to say I've got in my notes here to talk about next target, Jared or the Bros.
Yeah.
Let's weigh pros and cons right quick. Of the I think of the Bros leaving, the pros are almost more obvious because that leaves Tim, Cassandra, Joel, Nikki side stacked against Jared and Kelsey, with Cassandra being, friends across with Kelsey.
Float. Yeah.
Yeah, that would benefit her game. I think that Jared could go down then, and then you could easily have there was a freak show of Joel, Cass, and Tim with Nikki and Kelsey. Then I can see Cassandra and Joel and Kelsey just trying to run the show, and getting out.
So you don't have much faith in Jared.
What's that?
You don't have much faith in Jared going forward.
I was just walking that down. I think that's possible. Now you look at the other way where the Bros are targeted. Bros go home. You've got Jared. No, we just did that way. Let's talk. I think the numbers are stacked against Jared. Yes, and they clearly people. I mean, he's in the sights. He's got some game. He's got chances to win the power veto. He's going to win himself some safety. But that, I mean,
well, and like
that's legitimate. I mean, that's legitimately
even on that last episode, like he had like the heroes edit of like fucking consoling Ramsey, and which of course is like they're trying to paint a narrative, but it's like to me, there's something about him like where it's like you talk about unassuming, like this dude has like pretty much been a fucking huge figure where it's like this dude has been like just huge in this game, the first middle part into the second half part, and now he's kind of like just walking. Do you think that like people will pick up and just like go right back after him? But like to me, in my opinion, I think that he's kind of donned a cloak of fucking invisibility, and he's kind of like, to me, I think as long as he fucking plays it cool,
dude, he's in a position where I'm afraid he's too big of a target and a game where he doesn't have the numbers going forward at this point. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, the time to make deals and go forward with him that would be solid to help get him to the end. I think that anything is bullshit. Any deals made with him, really. Jared is somebody that I think his there's a doomsday clock ticking on Jared. He's expiring pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, he
but
has
like,
the perfect build for fucking like someone you want to get the fuck out of the house.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like, if Jared goes this week, and since it's gonna be a double, you can't hardly like take it one at a time. But say Jared does go, then it seems easy that the PAX pros could go, because since Tim's not going to go this week, I don't think that's not going to be concerned with Cass
No.
being HOH. It could easily be brothers, and then Jared could be who leaves that double eviction, because I do think Jared will be the biggest target once the bros leave for everybody, and I think vice versa. So
Do you think the house guests have any idea that it's gonna be double? Like, because you should be able to count out the weeks, and you should know that like a double will be happening at some point.
Yes.
Do you think
Yes.
that there's any fucking foresight on behalf of these house guests? Can they figure it out?
Because Cassandra and Joel were talking about if it's normal eviction versus double eviction, or if something weird happens, and then the veto's in play or not, and that kind of thing.
Okay, so they're pre-planning. Pre-planning is happening.
Yeah. There's plenty of pre-planning. So
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah, it's. I think it's a good.
That's about where everybody's at. I mean, everybody's pretty much got a solid place in where I think the next 2 weeks will take them. After that, things will shift up. It'll be interesting if Tim and Nikki look around and see they've only got each other.
Yeah.
And Nikki might be too good a goat. If she doesn't just get stuck in a weird voting situation, it might be hard not to take her. I don't know, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because they can take her and still not give it to her. I mean, that's almost like the $100,000 move. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Is to take her, knowing nobody's going to let a non-Canadian win. So
I kind of want to talk about them using the house guests' families in a competition this time. I think that's really, really, really cool. I think that it's kind of of course, Big Brother has used house guests' families before in different means, showing them on screens and stuff like that. But for some reason, I think that them showing the house guest families in a competition for their loved ones, I think that humanizes the families. I think that humanizes the house guests, really. It shows that it's okay, well, these are real people, and these people have families that are willing to fight really hard, for their family member to win. I don't know. I think because you put them in competition, it makes it a little bit more earnest. It makes it a little bit more, loving. I don't know. It puts a real factor on this whole thing, especially in lieu of, or you're showing after Ramsey's,
yes, in light of.
In light of, exactly. Thank you. I've been drinking.
No, absolutely. And Lou means instead of, so it'd be
the opposite. Yeah.
It'd be the opposite.
No, I'm just throwing out every fucking.
No, absolutely. I don't disagree with you all, dude. I think that's a great point, to be honest. With Survivor, they have the family visits, and that's good. Arissa said that they'll get to spend some time with their family member, and it'll show a little family stuff, and I think that's good, because it's important to know that these people are real, and they're fighting for the money for their lives, to better their own life and to better that of their families, and they get people to root for them. I think that's important. So
I think it's also that we should highlight people that are in the Big Brother 18 casting right now, they're in the process.
Contact us. I won't tell casting. They'll act like people.
Well, absolutely, absolutely.
If you get through the process and you think you're going to be on, contact us. And I'll
contact us. But also, if you are too afraid to contact us, which I would have been, also please try to find Maryland's.
Somebody thinks I'm gonna tell on them that they don't get to know me.
No. I would just be afraid. I would always be afraid. But if you, you should check out Maryland's post on Hamster Watch about what you should prepare your family for, what you should be prepared for. I think I have another chapter in that. Whole thing. I think I have another chapter where it's in that saga. Okay. Yeah, I think I have another chapter about when you come out of the Big Brother house, what it's like. Okay. What you should be worried about, what you should be afraid of. I know Hamster Watch gets really pissed off because people say like, be careful of all sites and all this bullshit. You know, like you have to be careful. But that's the thing is like I agree kind of like you have to be careful, but at the same time it's like there's certain people that are good and there's certain people that are bad, and all of them are going to kind of try to take advantage of you really quickly.
There's all sorts of sleazeballs out there that all I mean
I've been catfished 2 times. And never
admit.
No. I'll admit them all, and both of them have been like, it's been double catfish, and it's never been like it's never been sexual of nature. It's never been like a fucking like, because that's where you imagine like a catfish will happen. No, it doesn't matter. You will probably get catfished a lot. But yeah, that's what I want to write about.
Yourself susceptible to it, About
fucking no. But the thing is that the problem is that it's like the same with you. You will fucking give it up for any person that's like, hey, I love you. Like, would you meet me? Let's hang out. And like, I loved you on Big Brother. You would meet them. You would meet them, motherfucker.
Oh my god! If you let me fucking
no, I'm getting pissed off now.
People say, hey, I'm coming through Conway. I'd love to meet you, and I'll say, sure, meet me at this gas station. And I'll just go. I've done that.
Well, no shit, exactly, and
like,
that's how I am.
If anybody cares enough, then absolutely.
Well, no, exactly, and that's the easiest way to get catfished is to be a fucking upstanding, decent person. It's not. Don't act like motherfucker. And
fucking dick pics.
I'm sorry, I don't live in the fucking middle of nowhere, fuckface. Like Jesus Christ.
Hey, Kelsey and Cassandra are in the storage room talking right now.
We're running about 23 minutes. I think, we're getting close. What else? I think there's something else that I want to talk about kind of this week. Tim putting himself up. I mean, let's kind of get into it. Let's fucking just kind of dig into it.
I got a Timmy talk I want to have with you.
Let's have some Tim talk.
Okay, okay, Tim's doing fine, but people are clearly on to him. But he's got numbers at the end of a numbers game, so I'm not.
He can throw his weight around.
I'm not going to say anything negative about his game right now. However, I will say this: that he's playing not only like a second chance this time. Like this is like nothing to lose. He's making some bank anyway just for being there. This is not his first rodeo. He's a celebrity in Australia. He's just here to just have fun, and I just think that your brain would be in a different place for that. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not fucking hating on the dude. I'm not talking shit about him. I loved him. I'm looking forward to hugging his Australian neck when I see him, and calling him a Chazwazzer.
Chazwazzer, baby. He will not probably get it.
But no, honestly, it's a different mentality. It's almost like a celebrity or like a celebrity Big Brother mentality, maybe, where people are there for different reasons anyway. So blah blah blah. But I mean, he's doing very well within the format, and if he gets to the end, I mean, shit, you could say you don't want.
Well, the thing, here's I don't know if you've ever seen Band of Brothers. Fucking one of my favorite HBO shows. I love it so much. I'm a huge Dick Winters. Oh, big dog in it. But there's another character in there named Spears, and the way that I think about second chances on Big Brother or coming back as Judd came back. There's something about getting killed and then coming back into the game where it's like you've already experienced it once, So it's in. Captain Spears is like, oh, we're all scared. You hit in a ditch because you think there's still hope, but Blythe, the only hope you have is to accept the fact that you're already dead. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll be able to function as a soldier's supposed to function, without mercy, without compassion, without remorse. All war depends on it. That's the way I think about going back into the game, where it's like you've already been evicted. You've already accepted the fact that you've been evicted. You should go back in there and you should be like a fucking emotionless, everything should be gone and you should be kill, fucking destroy, doesn't matter, and it should be entertaining. You should never be worried about going home again because you've already been home once. The scariest thing I think in that house was fucking what's on the other side of that door. Although we already knew, I've seen the show before, I know that when people walk out that door, they're they go talk to Julie, whatever the
It
fuck.
was like
But
it was like fucking
that's some afterworld shit.
Field of Dreams. Have you ever seen Field of Dreams?
Yeah, like fucking
When
build
they
it, they
walk
will
off
come. Like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be coming all over the place.
Moonlight Graham.
No, sorry, I don't know. I've never seen Field of Dreams.
Oh, I wonder if there's a Field of Dreams like parody porn.
Oh, guaranteed. What was that, the
I
real
was-
87?
Hey, add me on Snapchat, bro. I've been
All right,
working this game
fucking
out.
pump your shit. What do you
Yeah.
got?
Spencer B.
Snapchats
Clausen.
now. What's your Snapchat?
It's Spencer B. Clausen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I've been trying to figure that shit out. So I'm just not. I don't know. I can't like putting the stickers and shit over my face. That's just I don't know. That's just not really not my jam. So I don't know. If that's gonna be my thing.
I'm still. I'm almost 2 weeks in without a cell phone.
I mean, like you brag on, it, bro, but I just like you're a 26-year-old man with a job and a girlfriend.
Exactly.
Like,
All the while,
like-
I shouldn't have a cell phone. We're fucking men. We should be chopping wood and.
yeah, that's not what you do. You have to have fucking like internet, and you're not like that's not what you do.
Yeah,
So,
but still,
As
like
your friend, it's hard to maintain a relationship with you and
Oh,
work
here
on a
we go.
podcast when I can't get a hold of you throughout the day.
my fucking other brothers, man, hit me up on Facebook. No, I swear to God, the weirdest thing is that fucking Jess has not complained once.
That should tell you something, dude.
That it's perfect.
She
That
knows where
there
your
is
ass
not-
is at all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Dude.
that I.
Fuck.
Oh, it's perfect. There's less stress. I honestly think that like without a cell phone, like my mind is clear. I want to read books more. I want to fucking do more. Like I just it's like a fog has been lifted. I'm not
Really?
joking.
You think your cell phone has done all this to you?
Yeah.
Really? What have you read in this 2 weeks shit into the cell phone?
Fucking the hero with 10,000 faces. It's what? Don't give me that eye roll bullshit.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's like the story about like
It does
how
sound cool. It does sound
it's
cool. I
good.
doubt
The
that you
hero
read
with
it.
10,000 faces is something that George Lucas read, like in typical fucking like reading story class, or the fuck. But like it's like how it explains how. Like the story of Jesus is very similar to the story of other figures in other religions, and
well,
how like it's like the hero story.
Horus and Set. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the hero story, and it's like how like there's like the hero leaves his home, fucking something happens. The hero doesn't want to leave his home, but then he actually does. Then he goes on this quest. The quest ends up being like he meets a bunch of different people. The people blah blah blah, like it, and then which turns out to be essentially Star Wars. Like the refuse of the call. Like he has some sort of deep knowledge that he finds. Well, yeah, so I've been reading that. Just good way to, like how to tell stories essentially.
Okay.
Kiss my ass.
Good. No, I'm not being negative to you. Like I'm all for your reading, man. I just like also think that like somebody who's employed and stuff should have like a cell phone. Like,
Come on.
sorry,
And here's but the other thing is that like I was really worried because like I thought my boss would be like get a cell phone because we need to get the fuck a hold of you, like in case something's wrong with the store or whatever the fuck, And he's just like, no, if you feel better without it, just disregard it. My boss was totally down, and I was like, okay, well, that's it. That's it.
It sounds like he's an enabler.
He's a fucking
you probably mistook that
enabler
from saying,
of fucking
he probably was
making
saying,
money.
"Craig, if you don't want to have a phone, don't have a phone. Like I can't fucking raise you. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do."
No, he's the best.
So like you confuse people that agree with you all the time with people that are the best.
Whatever, dude. Like, this dude has run a fucking... This dude should go on Shark Tank and just fucking brag about his accomplishments and then say, fuck you, I didn't want anything, and should just walk away, Like, that's how good this dude is.
They would beg him to
They'd be like, come back, come back. No, like, he's got magazine covers. If I had a cell phone, I would post so many magazine fucking clippings and what have you. No, he's great. He's changed the game right here in Minneapolis.
Game changer. Well, that's good. Hey, you've moved up a spot on the list of most famous people in Minnesota.
We should talk about that. Boom, purple light. And I'm wearing my Prince shirt. just to date this whole fucking thing. We should really do it. We talked about Motorhead. I think we talked about, you know.
You mentioned Lemmy died. I think
Yeah,
so.
I think we mentioned Lenny died, and I think that we should also place this one in history. This is the episode today? Prince died, and I think
And
that
China.
China, that's huge. I think that's huge too.
Sucks, dude. Because listen,
Yep.
with
That's big.
With Hulk Hogan winning that $155 million settlement and then China dying, it's
Yeah.
really screwing up my my dream cast for Big Brother Celebrity US. Now,
Yeah.
if Tanya Harding, she needs to stay alive and out, out of trouble. So.
But seriously, I think no, China dying is a huge one because China was a huge part of my fucking childhood too, wrestling and all that garbage. But
I was never China.
it was always Kane and Undertaker, and China was always a part of that. Oh yeah, Undertaker's my jam.
I remember Payday. They said they won't let her in the WWE Hall of Fame because of her stint in porn. But
gives a fuck?
she dated like Triple H, and then he broke up with her, left or whatever for Vince McMahon's daughter. Okay, the fucking boss's daughter, and then he became like number 2 in charge of WWE, which pushed China out. Which led her to porn and shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No, of course. And to me, it's like, why the fuck would you even give a shit? Like, she was a huge, woman force in that fucking realm. Like, she was a good, positive role model. Like, shit, my sister...
I don't know if you'd say that China was a positive.
She was no fucking joke. My sister fucking
We just talked about she can't get in the Hall of Fame because she did
porn, but still porn. What does that even fucking matter? That's hardly ever covered in the fucking.
I'm not shaming. I'm just saying.
No, to me, my sister fucking watched wrestling and shit like that, and China was a fucking action figure that we fucking bought. I don't know, She was still a fucking literal positive influence, a fucking oh yeah, women can be fucking huge butchy men type characters. Still, whatever. Fuck that. She still was. She was decent. She was someone that wasn't a fucking lame ass female character in a world of fucking all men characters, I guess. So you have to give it up for her.
Yeah. But hey, you know who had a huge week?
Who?
Harriet Tubman.
That's fucking big. I'll talk about that too. I like that. Fucking yeah. I was kind of more fuck it. Why don't you just put Rosa Parks on it? To me, Harriet Tubman is better because it's old school.
Harriet
but
Tubman is like a folk hero.
Yeah,
of course. Okay, think about this. Okay, it's all I could do to get up and get dressed and drive to work my job, and come home, do this podcast, spend time with my old lady, play with the dogs, go to bed, do the same thing over every fucking day. Okay. This woman was old as hell, smuggling slaves, doing crazy shit.
Shit, yeah.
She was like a cross between, I don't know. I don't even know who it's a cross between. She's just
no.
She's pretty badass.
She's only one.
I was gonna say Martin Lawrence from Big Mama's House, and James Bond, but that's it's terrible.
Well, the thing is that the problem is that she's one that you can only cross two other. Metaphors with she's a fucking game changer. She's a fucking mold breaker where it's oh yeah, you can only take her and combine her with something else to make something.
Yeah.
You could never combine two things to make her. And which is awesome. I still love Rosa Parks just because Rosa Parks is one person that's just fuck everything.
Yeah,
kiss my ass. That's
if cell phones had been around when Rosa Parks, when she
it would be
funny if people were filming it and they get off the bus and she's no, my feet hurt.
Suck
my
they're dick.
No,
yeah.
They're oh my, I fucking gotta tell somebody.
Dude, Rosa Parks is a fucking bad bitch. She's crazy as hell. Dude, I'd love that.
Think about how fucking crazy those people were, really. That they were what? She's sitting in the front of the bus? Fucking call the goddamn news now. It's
yeah, get the National Enquirer up on this piece. Let's go. Yeah.
Can you imagine the racist bus shop owners and stuff They're like, oh man,
Well, and crazy
that's
that like fucking like, oh yeah, like they're like, oh yeah, fuck that bullshit. But then they're like, then all the black people are just like, we're just gonna boycott. Like, we'll never get on your buses again. And they're like, oh yeah, okay. And then they were just like, wait, we need you on our buses. We need you. Like, gotcha, bitch.
I like the history.
Gotcha,
lesson, but
bitch.
I really think it's a good time to wrap up.
No, we didn't even talk about Prince yet. I turned my colors to purple.
Yeah, I know. We don't need to talk about Prince.
Fuck off. We fuck like no, like the thing is like
we'll talk about it. What do you want to say about it?
What I want to say is fucking. I think that like some of the best times like in the house where like fucking they played Prince for my birthday. I just think that they played Prince a bunch for me and Caitlin because we were Minnesotans, and like I remember they played 1999. What? You get that fucking look in your eye? Fuck off.
I think that you are exaggerating. Like, I think you're just delusional if you think they played Prince songs.
They played Prince on my birthday. They played as soon as I like they played Prince on July 21st nonstop. It was all Prince. Every song was Prince. And Amanda woke up and was like afraid because in 1999, the starting of it is like there's like this weird fucking voice that's like, "Don't be afraid," like, and it's all fucked up and shit. And she was afraid as fuck. And then eventually they played it again when I won something, but they fucking 100% played it.
Okay, fair enough.
Motherfucker, kiss my ass. You didn't attribute no fucking anything to it because you didn't fucking give a shit. That's why you like. There's no value attributed to it. But that doesn't make my point, and it doesn't really make you like. If anything, I guess that doesn't make my point.
Well,
but still,
then to the family of Prince and to all the entire state of Minnesota.
It's a Minnesota thing because like literally today I've been driving around all day today and it's just everywhere is just Prince. Like people got their fucking doors open, fucking blaring Prince. It's a nice day. It fucking rained for about 1 hour. There's a fucking rainbow over Paisley Park. Fucking Prince's old shit. Jess is out there right now, fucking going to some sort of Prince party at Bunker's old black bar that just like Prince's drummer plays there. It's fucking cool.
What is it? What are you talking about?
This black bar. It's awesome. Yeah.
I don't think you.
It's cool as fuck. But no, that's it's just like a lot of shit is going down right now in Minnesota for all Prince-ness.
Good. Well, you need to get out there and join that shit. So let's wrap this up.
No, we're gonna podcast forever, fuckface. Never wrap it up. Well, I think that's been it.
Good place to stop.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I don't know if you got anything to say about any of this, all this good stuff.
Let's talk about as far as in the comments.
Patreon. That's what we need to fucking really push.
Patreon link will be in the description, but also in the comments talk about what you think the brothers should do this week to try to stay safe. Mm-hmm. And also talk about what do you think Joel's position will be in the next 3-4 weeks or there's not 3 or 4 weeks left. 3 or 4 evictions. I mean, the weeks are going to start going in shorter groups with stuff. So, but anyway, let's talk about Joel over the next 3 or 4 evictions. Where do you think he's going to be sitting? Will he get that far? Will he be one of those? So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's crazy. I'll be in Toronto in like 20 days. It's unreal.
Yeah, and if you're in Toronto area, fucking please get some tickets or whatever the fuck to that drink-a-thon, whatever the fuck it's called. Don't remember any of it, but we should promote it. It's something we're supposed to promote. But more importantly, we should promote the Patreon. We've got a lot of cool cards. We got little things that we sign.
I got two getting in the mail tomorrow.
2 in the mail tomorrow. We've got postcards that are signed by Peter Brown, Alec Beal. They're signed by Max and Corinne and me and Spencer. Definitely, if you want yours now, there's only a select amount of them. They're flying off the shelves right now, so make sure you get yours quickly because they're gonna sell out fast.
Don't forget that Survivor with All the Fictions, Max and Corinne's awesome Survivor podcast. It uploads You can get it. Usually it's Sunday nights, but absolutely it'll be waiting for you Monday to listen to on your ride to work Monday morning. So don't forget to listen to that.
Absolutely.
And Peter and Alec, Shield Show will be back next Monday. They will recap the events up to that point, and it will be available for audio download on SoundCloud and iTunes that evening or the next day, depending on if I get to it. So. But anyway, all right. Hey, follow me at Spencer B. Clausen. You can follow me, add me on Snapchat, and I'll try to get better at that. Spencer B.
Yeah,
Clausen.
get your Snapchat out
And
there.
anyway, all right. Take us out, McCray.
Well, thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great time. And listen to some more Prince, because obviously, Purple Rain and all that good shit. All right, fuck off, Spencer. Give me those fucking
Fuck
weird
off,
side eyes. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you guys all next time on the block. Take care, and have a good one. Bye bye. Oh.